and blessings, and welcome to the Soul Logistics Radio Show. Monday morning quarterback. I'm your host, Doug Evans, the unknown icon. Few people call me Hannibal Smith. Got the minister of information, the straw that stirs the drink, the movie critic, hip hop professor, Fat Tommy. What's popping, man?
What's going on, Doug? What's happening, universe? It's Monday morning quarterbacking because we get to look back and really talk about stuff after it happened.
Right.
That's why it's Monday morning quarterbacking. But there's a few things that happen that lead up to the things that happen in the league. For example, no one could have picked who picked Miami this week. That's all I want to know. Who had
Probably,
Miami on their bet sheet? I
probably
want
not even,
everybody who had
probably,
Miami on their bet
probably
sheet.
not even the Miami Dolphin fans.
I want the commissioner to check everybody who won on the Miami bet. Like They said that regulating and legalizing gambling is gonna make it easier to stop people from cheating and stuff. I want to know who took Miami. Who took Miami?
I'm with
That's
you.
all I want to know.
But then again, a division game could go either way with a division game.
Doug,
So I'm gonna give them that.
Doug, Doug, you sound like them. Like you got a job. You work for Legacy
No,
Media,
I'm just
Odyssey. What you do not sound. Yes, games can go anyway. Yes,
I'm
I give you
I'm,
that.
I'm, I'm saying
So
division games when you know each other. Sometimes
Miami Dolphins,
that, that
Miami Dolphins beat the Buffalo Bills with Tua. And you telling me that Miami just know Buffalo, they know Buffalo so well. They met them so many times that they figured out a strategy to beat them. Is that more likely? Or I'm just saying, I gotta stir. This just a little bit of stirring. Or did somebody say we need to come up on this game right here? Sure, we can all come up as a team on this game right here.
I'm not saying that couldn't happen. I'm just saying I could see how a division opponent could beat a division opponent, even if they doing bad. I can see
I
Cleveland
know.
beating us
Listen, I believe that in certain circumstances, like when it's the Cowboys and the Redskins, but they at least have
and the
two teams,
Commanders.
commanders. They at least have two teams that we consider to be teams. Okay, we're talking about the Miami Dolphins. It's no way on
Who
any
just
given
who just
Sunday,
got whooped like the week. I get it, yeah.
any given Sunday, any given Sunday that don't happen. Listen, that I don't think the Miami Dolphins could beat Alabama.
Man.
I it just ain't possible. And look, if Miami can beat Buffalo, then I'm sure Alabama can beat Miami. If you're telling me any given Sunday, by that logic, then I'm positive that Alabama can beat Miami.
You,
Miami is just
a lot of people not talking about the Patriots, man. The Patriots is a pretty good team, and to me, the Patriots show what a coach, a great coach. And I'm sick of this morning. People laying the blame. Now, Aaron Rodgers did not play well, okay? But this is one game that he didn't play well. And George Pickens, it showed that we should have kept George Pickens. But once again, I'm not hearing anyone talk about the coaching. I'm not hearing anybody talking about.
listen. I'm not saying nothing about Mike Tomlin because they talking about this Cleveland's coach. It wasn't his fault. Hold it. They got two penalties in less than 2 minutes, and they saying it ain't the coach's fault. So if it ain't the Cleveland Browns coach's fault, I'm not. I can't go in on Tomlin.
Well,
I can't say
I
nothing about Mike Tomlin.
I agree with I totally agree with you. This Kevin Stefanski thing is getting out of hand. It's almost egregious at this point.
You
Now
know
we
what
are
it is?
seeing
Listen,
we
wait, hold it. This is what I want to tell you. We shouldn't. We should keep our eyes open because this is how the machine works. If you want to recognize the machine, take a look. I don't think everybody got on the phone and called and said, yo, don't draft Shador. I think he started falling. The Cleveland Browns took him, right? But they say we still going to teach him a lesson. Why do I think that? Because, listen, not just because they haven't started Shador. It's the way they talk about him. Okay, Dylan Gabriel played horrible. You got people today, just watch the thing. They saying he had a good game. Huh? What game did you watch? They say he threw the ball up. He threw a touchdown pass that was underthrown, wobbly in the air, and the commentator in real time said, "Awesome throw." And I said, "Oh, junk." Like I can see who's on the side of the machine. I'm not gonna say the payroll. Who's on the side because that show the ball was wobbling through the air and Judy came back to get the ball. They didn't say great adjustment by Judy. They said the ball was underthrown. He came back to it. Now, initially, they said he was a human computer known for processing speed. Now, has anyone called him on that and said, yo, he's processing horribly? He's not getting rid of the ball. They say Shador runs backwards and gets sacked a lot. He got sacked 5 times yesterday, bro. 5. That's 2 games he got 5 sacks in. Where does that happen? Now, not only that, let's think about these things here. The coach won't even say Shador Sanders' name.
Right.
When they asked if Dylan Gabriel was going to start, he said, yes, absolutely. That's my guy. We as a team got to do better. See, that's them protecting them. This is how you know they protect each other. I watched Tony Grossi, 2 Cleveland beat reporters who write. They asked him a question. He said, I don't think Stefanski is a bad coach. I think he's coaching bad. He's not a bad coach. He's just coaching bad. Then he said, the tale of a bad coach is your special teams is a direct reflection on the coach. And then he said, and the Cleveland Browns special teams sucks was the word. I said, hold it. A sentence ago before, you said, I don't think the man is a bad coach. Now, everybody says he's a 2-time coach of the year, right? They said that so many times that I had to go look it up. Okay. They just got on my nerves now. I looked it up. He is. But guess who votes?
Who?
Associated Press. This is like a People's Choice Award. This is no players, no coaches. This is just a bunch of reporters. Now, listen, follow me on this one. The reporters that voted him and said he was the coach of the year can't now say he's terrible. Think about it. Me and you voted last year. He coach of the year. Okay. Then this year he's having a horrible game, and we done blamed everybody. You know who they blame? They blame Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson haven't played in 2 years. They blamed everybody but the coach.
That's the same thing with the Steelers.
Well, at least Tomlin has won a game. Do you realize they are
we got the highest payroll as far as defensive? Come on, man. We got Aaron Rodgers. You gave up George Pickens. I would say
you can't have the highest payroll. We guarantee Deshaun Watson $220 million.
I said defense are people that's actually on the field.
That's your whole defensive payroll right there. We gave it to the quarterback. What? We gave all of that to the quarterback in one shot.
I would stand here and say that Stefanski is doing a better job than Mike Tomlin.
No, you wouldn't. You would. You know what? Meet me in Pecan Acres. We got to fight over this. This is not, no, sir. Put him up. I'm not going for that. First of all.
At least he's been the coach of the year 2 years straight. Listen, I don't think Mike Tomlin ever won coach of the year.
That proves you, because look, the man that you're talking about got a 5-28 record. 5-28, Doug.
Do he have a Hall of Fame coach? I mean, a Hall of Fame quarterback?
Deshaun Watson.
He had
Deshaun Watson. Wait, hold
it. He getting paid like a Hall of Fame.
Hold it. He had Baker Mayfield. The coach said Baker wasn't good. The person who y'all say is the person y'all say is an offensive genius, a guru, had Baker Mayfield. See, they done got me all tongue-tied. The man got Baker Mayfield. Gave him up. Now, they also passed on Dart. Okay, he could have drafted Dart. He said Dylan Gabriel is better than Dart. Then you know what they said on TV today? They said they believe Dylan Gabriel is better than Deshaun Watson. I said, okay. Now I know white people just be making stuff up. They just make it up. There's no way that Dylan Gabriel is better than Deshaun Watson. Number one, he stayed in college 6 years. Any quarterback that stays in college 6 years is not a superstar. I don't care about no stretch of the imagination. There's no way that you consider him good because he couldn't get drafted. That's why he stayed 6 years. He also has the same agent as the coach. The coach and him got the same agent. The agent, coach, wait a minute. His agent is the agent for all three of his college coaches and the coach of the Cleveland Browns. That just seems weird to me. So my agent is all three of my coaches' agents. Now, this is what I will say.
Man, listen, the nip it in the bud, he might just be a stubborn coach. You know, some people want to do it their way and they'll go down with the ship doing
Oh,
it
he
their
going
way.
down with the ship.
He might be just a stubborn coach.
Great. At this point, I can't wait for the Ravens game. When he said he's starting them, this is beautiful.
But I'm with you. I'm with you. They're both rookies. It's time to see the other rookie. It's time.
Let Dylan Gabriel play. We got the Ravens, the Raiders, and the Steelers. Go on and let it. That's right. Yes. Keep letting them play. Don't call me. Look, I'd be like, don't call me now. What? My back, I pulled a muscle in my back. I'm going to sit this one out, coach. You know, why call me now? So he's this supercomputer. Reboot him and let him compute. Y'all say he got a long leash. Let the leash out. Come on, go. Let's see what you got. Look, this is what I think is going to happen. This is my prediction. We getting ready to shuffle coaches. Tomlin, Miami, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, and Miami, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, New Orleans. All them coaches getting fired, and they just gonna be shuffled around. It's just like the music industry. When record labels start doing bad, they fire all the presidents.
I need one of these young innovative.
No, you said Stansky, coach of Cleveland, is good. Take him. I would be willing to take Tomlin, and you take our coach. Since he's so good and you want to stand on it, you take our coach.
I'm not saying he's so great, but I'm just saying
he's better than what you have, right? That's what you just said.
No, I'm saying better. I want to see anybody with what I have and see what I don't even have nothing to compare.
You said he's better than Tomlin. I'm gonna give you a guy.
I'm saying listen, I didn't even watch the whole game in real time. My power went out in the first quarter. My power went out in the house.
So that was a sign that you should have just left, cut the grass. It was a beautiful day.
It was nice. Listen, I was listening to these cats from Pittsburgh on the phone, and my God, what they was talking about, how they was like, here's a Tomlin, here you go. Watch what happens. There it is. I mean, they just know it to a T, bro.
Doug.
I'm tired of being in the middle of the road. It's just like a marriage. I'd rather get divorced than us sleeping in separate rooms.
Right. I'm with you. But listen, right? It was 58 seconds left. It was 3rd and 16. 4th and 16. It's 4th and 16, 58 seconds left. There's no way they're snapping the ball. There's no way. We jump off sides.
Yeah.
Play before that is 3rd and 11. And we get a defensive hold. That's coaching problems. So, listen, I say all that to say this. You can have our coach. At this point, I don't even think we need a coach. Just put Shador out there, let him call anything he want to call, and let Myles Garrett just tell the defense where to line up because it's terrible out there. It's terrible.
I'm just saying I'm willing to try anything. And right now, listen, before we go any further, man, I got to shout out everybody who came out to the 2nd annual Petersburg Veterans Day celebration. Shout out to the city of Petersburg, Petersburg Communities Inc. Big Daddy Kane came and showed out and put on a hell of a show, dancers, the whole nine. Tomorrow's Veterans Day. You was a veteran. You're a veteran, right, Fat Tommy?
Yes, sir.
Oh man, thank you for your service.
And thank you for your service.
I was dropping my sister off, and a guy ran up on me and was like, "Man, I was sure wish I'd have knew about it." So we got a lot of veterans walking around, man. So once again, thank you for that. All right, now,
Thank
man,
you.
I got something you want to say?
I said thank you for your service.
Man, I got a question, man. What do you think about this new AI uh artist that's got a 3 million record deal? What do you think about it right
Is that the
here?
one Timberland signed?
No, this is not the one Timberland signed. He's doing that also, but this young lady right here,
Uh-huh.
uh,
She's AI.
AI.
Well, this is what
Look,
I do know. An artist, Monet climbs the charts and signs a multi-million-dollar record deal. So who exactly signs the deal? The person who her computer guy? Obviously, because she don't
no,
exist.
it's a black female that's look, she showed how she did it. She used to write poems. She go in there, put the poem in,
And
boom,
turn it into a song.
right. And the computer is doing everything. What do you think about that being an exec for a long time? You think it's a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's a good thing.
Really?
I think it's a good thing because here's what ultimately happened. I think that it'll allow people who have trouble and struggle with songwriting to write a song. Listen, it's either going to be Chat GPT or the little A&R dude who come and saying, "Give me a record like Biggie." I don't think Chat GPT gonna give him a record like Biggie. I think it's just going to be more random than someone coming in there and telling you, "You need to sound more like Doechii. Why don't you sing this like Doechii? Hey, do this part right here like Nicki Minaj. Hey, do this," because that's how they, what you need. We have a computer who is basically, I would say, void of any biases. So it's just gonna give it. And at this point, listen, hip hop music, for the most part, has gotten as bad as the Cleveland Browns. So I'm willing to take anything. As a
No,
matter of
you
fact, we
don't, you
should let
don't, you don't,
AI
you
call the
don't,
play.
you
Hold
don't
it.
feel
AI should call the plays. We
it
should have
should.
the first team, either you or me. It could be the Steelers or the Browns. First team coached by AI. We just call AI. What place should we go? We have 3rd and 11, and we just call what AI say call.
That's crazy, Fat Tommy. That anybody should try that.
That's what hey, at this point, I try anything. And that's how I feel about the music at this point. Because we gotta see
No,
what it's gonna evolve
to
to.
me, that's why we're in the place we are right now, copycats. So what's gonna happen to originality? Because to me, all you're doing is putting in something that's already been done, and those
No, no,
exec
no, 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 no. You just told me she wrote the poems. So the
right. But
computer's
look,
taking her words.
hold up.
Oh,
When she write the poem, she put in music, and that's going to be music that's already been done or like something you already heard before. The melodies, all that stuff. AI is not creating nothing new. It's just finding a way to put. You know how they put, like, you ever heard children's story as a blues? Somebody,
yes, yes.
it ain't nothing inventive. You know, like when
Right.
Outkast
Innovative.
came,
Yep, I'm with
when
you.
Outkast came, it was something new, fresh, whatever. AI can't create that.
Well, I would argue that they're not being very innovative to begin with. That's why they go into AI, because they don't have no idea. They
I
they're
just
they're starving. They're starving
I
for
beg to I
creativity.
beg to differ. I think the machine is not allowing those creative voices to be heard. That's what I think. It's
You
out
you
there.
might have a valid point. I definitely agree with that. But two things I know about AI. We used to have an AI rapper. That was Universal Music Group had an AI rapper, and all the words that he made, he would take all the songs from the internet and start rapping.
Mm.
He got so racist that they shut him down. And I said, hold it. He's just a reflection of the music y'all are putting out. Y'all just got a good look at what y'all are doing, and the computer just the AI that Meta just freaked it and showed you what you were doing, and they got scared and ran from what they were actually doing. In this instance, it's music, and yes, I believe 1,000% on the creativity, but follow me on this. You know how you always had trouble getting beats, and you trying to run right here and get a beat and get a beat. Imagine if instead of looking around for a beat, you could write your words and then you put them in the computer and say, "Give me a beat." Then you take that beat. Listen, you would have took that beat to a producer and said, "Hey, see, I got skills. Here's what the computer did." And then the producer would have said, "Oh, well, then let me do this for you." Now that I can see now nowadays, what you're trying to say is they never gonna take it to Knox. They never gonna take it to Pharrell. They never gonna take it to Dr. Dre. They just gonna roll with it and put it
Right.
out as a song. I could see that being used as a demo, a mixtape, because I'm trying to show that I got the ability to rap. I just can't find no producers to make music for me. So that allows her to grow and put her stuff to music without necessarily running into a producer. And then you're supposed to take her and say, well, wow, maybe I can bring her in here. Maybe a real producer will look and say, I need to pull her in because she would be dope if she did this, this, or this. So I think for the amount of attention, and it got you talking about it, so it's working.
So how dare we judge Milli Vanilli when Milli Vanilli won a Grammy for lip singing, and now this is supposed to be okay?
No, we can
Hypocrisy is
judge.
running
We
crazy.
can judge Millie Vanilli because they lied and said they sang. That's totally different. Now, if I put a machine in my mouth like Roger and the computer does it all for me, that's above board. If I tell Chris to sing the song, she sing it, come out, give it to me, I put it in the video. That's not the same. They not like us. That's two very different things. She is just
So
saying,
so so the AI person that is not even a real person is on the screen singing a song. That's not what Milli Vanilli is doing. That's not who we seeing is not what that is. That's not even real.
that. But see, that not being real, that's virtual. And we're in a different day. See, Millie Vanilli is actual people. What they would have been okay is if they would have told AI to give them a song and then they sang it. They actually told someone else. That's like Janet Jackson. Like that's like D'Angelo. Rest in peace, D. Singing a song for me. Then me claiming that was me.
Okay.
That's me, Doug. I killed it. You like my brown sugar joint, man? Man, you know what? Not only that, I got this new joint that I'm about to release. Hey, y'all. That's coming next week. And you'd be like, wow, you're very versatile. No, I'm running around getting people to just do it, and then I just come out and lip sync it. That's not cool. What would have
Gotcha.
been cool is if Millie Vanilli would have just said it. Like I don't get the big deal. What should have happened was me and you who actually sang the song, we should have got the award. Because if
Right.
you
Right.
remember the weather
Right.
girls,
Right.
remember they had all the models in the video? That wasn't them. They was kind of big blocks, but they had all them little young skinny girls in the video for the weather girls, and turned out they was big as houses. You remember that?
But
So
but but that just show you how fickle fans are because we should have been asking. We want an album from the people who actually sung it, Rucky. We want to see them. We want to hear them. But nobody cared about those black old folks that were singing those Milli Vanilli songs.
oh, I was getting ready
Nobody
to say the
cared.
right. I was gonna say they cared about the writer because the writer was
The old white dude.
no. The writer who wrote the song was actually Andre Harrell, one of them, and
No, but
Clive.
you talking about Milli Vanilli? It was an old white dude that produced them songs.
Yeah, but the writer was a brother that was in the military, made the record overseas. He got a deal. He's an executive. Kevin Lyles.
For Milli Vanilli. No, he did. I know what you're talking about. I think he wrote something else. I know what you're talking about.
Okay, well,
I don't.
Clive Davis.
Yeah,
Look,
he did that, but that was the Milli Vanilli story. But he did that too.
Clive, and both of them was behind Clive. Clive Davis was behind both of them. Is this girl signed to Clive Davis? Let me. I just need to check
I'm
because he
not
didn't.
sure, but she's going up the charts. It's crazy, man. I don't know, man. I don't know if I like that, bro.
We have nothing on. We haven't had a hip hop song in the top 50 this year on the Hot 100 chart. That's what the big news is. That for the first time since hip hop began, we don't have no records over there. So does
But
that mean the music
because
is getting?
you know why? Because there's no hip hop songs that's talking about the times that we're living in. It's no everybody want to party, drink, whatever, but they're not talking about what's going on with us right now. Where's the song talking about they took all the snaps? We don't have no snaps. You know
You
what
know what?
happened to
I
what?
said to myself, the reason we know hip hop has changed and went down this different road because there's in one song about the presidency. There's in one song about ICE.
That's what
ICE
I'm
is kicking
saying.
people's doors in. There's not one song about the government closing. There's not one song about people not getting food stamps. So
But
that
and this is what I'm talking about with the AI thing, Fat Tommy. I'm quite sure there is songs like that, but they're not on the algorithm. They're not in that, and we can't get to them. It's hard to get to them because it's going against the machine. Like we talk about, their artists. AI is not going to produce what we're talking about. What we need to feed the soul to even push hip hop further. That's the problem.
well, then you really got to look at the real problem. The real problem, Doug, is that those that are in control of the culture are not of the culture. That's the same argument we've been having. The reason why they reaching and trying to create stuff and make all this phony fake stuff is because the people that are in charge of the culture are not in the culture.
Mm.
You know what? It's just like football. The people that's picking the players, they
Yeah,
don't really know. That's why they
yeah.
be wrong all the time because they not really out there. What they doing is they read like this is the other thing I found out going down this Cleveland Brown. They don't let anyone see the team practice. You only get to see them stretch. So everything that you hear them writing about Shador, he's not ready, this and that. That's just what they told the reporter when he came in. The reporters, I watch it. They see the players stretch. After the stretch, they're all kicked out of the stadium. So they never even see anybody warm up. They never see one snap. They never see one. No one has seen Shador throw the ball except
You got Bill Belichick to thank for that because he started recording it and then taking it for his own use to try to use it for advantage in the game. So you got to
no.
thank him
But
for
listen,
that.
that's a Cleveland thing because
He's a
Can-
coach, Cleveland.
Kansas City, Kansas City lets you watch their whole practice.
Yeah, because they do the same thing anyway.
They say that everybody know what we getting ready to do. But the point is, how you gonna be the worst team in the league and not let us see what my point is this that
That's why.
the
That's
people that are writing about Shador never saw him. So when you hear them, that's how I know it's this narrative based that they're all on a narrative because all these people are saying the same exact thing and none of y'all seen them. It's
mm.
all made up. None of them seen nobody. And now they're going to talk about how Dylan Gabriel had a good game. Watch. And then this is what I do. I write down all the people who say he good and put them on the side because this is what Acho said the other
Hey,
day.
but hold up, at Fat Tommy, if we're gonna keep it a buck, he actually had a better game than Justin Fields. Justin Fields was horrible.
He didn't have a better game than Justin Fields. You know why?
You check Justin Fields stats, check it.
I did. Only one stat matter: the W and the L. Okay. When we get in an argument on the playground and you tell me you was better than me, I look at you and go, "But I won, Doug." I know what the papers say. The
Okay.
papers say that I only threw. Look, Justin Fields threw for 52 yards, which it really threw for 12, and the man ran 48. So okay, we ain't going for that. But hey, Justin Fields, listen. If you want to go by the stats, Cleveland beat him in every category: time of possession, least penalties, most yards, most passing yards, and most rushing yards. They won every category, but guess which one? The
The victory.
touchdowns.
The
They didn't
victory.
get more
Oh, touch.
touchdowns. So all of that paperwork, I go by the eye test. At the end of the day, I can look at Justin Fields and tell you that he's better. He has some bad games, and yes, he did have a bad one yesterday. But the eye test tells me that Dylan Gabriel is not better than him. The eye test tells me that Dylan Gabriel is not better than Deshaun Watson. The eye test tells me that neither one of them are better. I still think this is my thought, and you can record it, clip it, and save it. But I said last year I thought Shador was the best quarterback. I thought Shador was better than Cam Ward personally. That's just me.
Okay.
But hey, because he had the worst line and threw the most touchdowns. He had the most pressures. Yes, he got the most sacks, but he threw for the most yards with the most pressures and the weakest line. All these other players they're talking about, your Bo Nix and your Cam Wards, they all had great teams, great lines. That's why they look so good. Why do you think Dylan Gabriel looked good in college? Because all the players that he had on his line is all superstars in the NFL. So if you put me back there and nobody gets to touch me, I'm back there eating a sandwich. Okay, I didn't finish. Whoo, there he is. Then I throw the ball. Of course I'm gonna look good.
Mm. Okay.
That's all I'm saying. That really we have to stick to what we know. The reason why the record business is messed up, guess why? They started doing call out research. They stopped listening to the programmer's ear. Doug can't listen to the record and tell whether it's good. You go in there and tell Shannon John, hey, I want to play this record. She plays it a week, Billie Jean by Michael Jackson. She come back and say, Doug, it's not testing well. Don't play it no
Shut
more.
up. But down at the club, in the Holy Water Club, they going crazy on the record.
It's not testing well. Call out research says the record is not good. So they pull the record. That's how it works. Because see, this is what they do. Listen, in order for the machine to win, it has to tell you that you're not what you hear ain't good. It has to tell you what you see is not
But
it.
the great artists do not listen to the machine and the folks. The great artists never did that.
Right? The
Never.
artists don't. I'm talking about, and the great programmers don't. But see, now we're
But
in an age
they
where
won't keep their job now, right?
right. It's no more independent radio stations. Doug don't have a station. I gotta go work at Clear Channel. I gotta go work at Odyssey. I gotta go work at Radio One. And all of them now use what's called call out research. So when they do all this data, and that listen, that's what's wrong with Cleveland. Come to find out that this dude Podesta, he came from baseball and he was trying to build a football team like Moneyball. He was using all analytics. The analytics told him to tank for 2 years. So they went, first of all, I'm firing anybody. I buy a team tomorrow, right? I own the Boston Celtics. I hire you to come in and you tell me my best course of action is to lose the next 2 years. I say thank you, Doug. I appreciate you taking time to take this meeting. I'll talk to you later. Like, who listens to that? The data analytics say the way you win this war is you need to lose for 2 years. That's what the dude told him. And then now he done lost for 10 years and he quitting. He going to do baseball. He going for play. He going to be the GM for the Colorado, whatever their baseball team is. And so now for 10 years as an owner, I paid you millions of dollars. You know
Mm.
he got millions. He's the chief strategy officer. He got millions and never won. He won 5 games in 10 years, Doug.
Dang.
So you telling me this is what they're doing though? They're taking data and saying that's what's happening. I at least respect Tomlin because listen, Tomlin, as bad or good as he is still playing with what he believed. Now, I think he messed up a couple of things. Even though Aaron Rodgers is doing good, I think everybody that didn't draft Shador, that was a mistake,
Okay.
personally. Um, Taking Aaron Rodgers, because Aaron Rodgers is not going to play next year. I can't see Aaron doing nothing next year. So you took him. Y'all not going to go to the playoffs this year. It ain't going to happen. I mean, right now it's showing you the deeper we get into the season, the harder it's getting. That's the way it always
And
goes.
and honestly, how much better is he than Russell Wilson, as you see? How much better is he?
Really, he's not better than Russell Wilson, just simply because Russell improved to you how good he is. We can't take away the accomplishments that Russell made and attach them to him because if Russell put it up, he'd be like, man, at least I have in my lifetime, I done thrown, whatever,
I'm
whatever my
talking about
stats are.
right now. I would take the what they call it, the deep ball. What do you call it? The air ball he throw. I would take that right now. We were scoring.
Well,
I I
I would
listen.
take Russell.
I just think that I hate to keep saying it. If we had George Pickens and Metcalf, if I think that Russell Wilson could throw that ball in the air, and we got two threats, and we got a tight end, I think we could have done something. Really,
I think you should have kept Russell Wilson and had Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers. And both of them can't have that.
Aaron Rodgers wasn't gonna have that though.
Yeah, see, listen. Aaron Rodgers, a 40-year-old washed up white man, can say he ain't gonna have that. And Shador Sanders, a premier coming in the league quarterback, can't say I want. All he said was, I want to win. If you draft me, if you draft me, I
Negro
want
don't
to
say
win.
nothing.
The man
Know
said,
your
all he
place.
said, most people, I would have thought saying you wanted to win was a good thing. I look at that as a plus. You got a young man who's saying, I want a culture of winning.
Right.
I want to win. For that, they say he think he better than everybody else and he should never play. We never gonna let him play. We never gonna find out if he's better than everybody because he uttered those words.
And I'm watching Aaron Rodgers. You ever see when the wide receiver or somebody make a mistake and he go off? And now I'm watching him where the little I saw last night, the safety, when he took the safety, he looks up and don't say nothing. Where all that anger when you make a mistake? You know what I mean?
He didn't do this.
Right. He didn't do that. That's a bad sign. But all right, Fat Tom, any last words you got, bro?
Yes. My last words are this. Cleveland, until you do right by Shador Sanders, nothing good is gonna come of you.
All right, yo.
All right, peace.